O master, pray open Thursday's philosophical can of beans.
Today's piece of wisdom is God is watching us all the time.
Even now?
Yes. He never watches ITV.
And now, Dino D. Horrendous Productions, in association with the BBC, the station that brought you Trawler Fishing Can Be Fun. All you need to know about pins and hang gliding in a chest of drawers presents... what's his name?
I don't know. Kenny something.
The Kenny Something television show.
Hello in there, and welcome to the show. And what a great show we've got for you this evening. We'll make you laugh, we'll make you cry, we'll make you sorry you ever turned on your set. And by the way, if you're going out, don't despair. Here's a condensed version of tonight's show. Wasn't that great? Hope you enjoyed it. I loved the scene in the monastery, didn't you? But don't let me keep you. Bye, see you. I thought they'd never leave. It was Reg and Vera, you remember? Never liked them, have you? Ugh. I remember you saying to me, who does she think she is? And word around the cash and carry has it that they're not even hers. Well, they are, but you know what I mean. And he's in silicon chips. They make a perfect pair, or rather they don't. See you later, darlings. Must go and do some jokes.
Okay, I'm gives a puke. That you wish everybody was. And here's the joke. Geezer and his wife sitting at home in front of the fire, toasting the chill blaze, know what I mean? Anyway, spider, right, scuttles across the floor. Geezer clocks it, steps right on it. Whack! Splatto! Wife says, what'd you do that for? Spiders are supposed to be lucky. Geezer says, he wasn't.
Here you are, dear.
Oh, thank you, darling. Oh, where's the milk?
On the coffee table.
Oh, yes, of course. Darling, why don't we have a jug like everybody else?
Oh, Michael, you naughty thing. I've never even met Orson Welles. Anyway, I can't stand crowds. Well, let's talk about my new movie. It's called The House of the Haunted Choppers. It's a sort of a disco horror picture. You know, blood with a beat. And I play a go-go girl who's really a Russian agent. And I have this secret thing. And just everybody wants to get their hands on it. But I'm not giving it to just anybody. And certainly not Orson Welles. By the way, Orson is in the film. He plays the part of a Russian submarine, codenamed Fishfinger. And Bert, that's my leading man, plays a hairdresser who's really the vice president. And he debriefs me after a mission, and I have to take all my clothes off. Because when they search you, they search you. I mean, they looked in places I didn't even know I had. And suddenly, the KGB, is that how you spell it? They burst in, and Bert pulls out his hairdryer and blows them away, just like Warren Beatty in Shampoo. You remember? Oh, that Warren Beatty. I went to his birthday party. What do you give to the man who's had everybody? Anyway, remember the title, The House of the Haunted Choppers. And don't worry, the decapitation scene is done in the best possible taste.
Hi, having trouble parking? Just can't find a place to leave that car? Tired of driving round and round the block, looking for a parking space that's never there? Well, why not get rid of that outmoded form of transport that you use, or as you call it, a car, and move into the 80s with the new improved Sherman tank? Yes, with a Sherman tank, your parking problems are over, because with a Sherman tank, you can park in a space that's already taken by another car. Yes, get yourself a Sherman tank. You know it makes sense.
sorry. We didn't use real apples.
Let's get rid of that. You know, that's the trouble with television. Too many pictures. And now, this. Here we are in the depths of the Amazonian jungle, surrounded by impenetrable forest, literally teeming with bizarre wildlife and exotic flora. No one has ever filmed here before, because despite its staggering beauty, this jungle is riddled with quicksands. However, we managed to glean from the natives their hidden trail marks, which enable the traveler to avoid the deadly quicksands. For instance, if I were just walking 2 feet to the left of where I am now, I would literally be risking my life. But what a paradise this is, as I look at these tall, magnificent trees with demonstrated at their base. So stewed, and it's wonderful. I sail through till 10 o'clock. It's wonderful. I'm so sorry. I'm so embarrassed. It's the dog. He's always doing this under the table. I really am sorry. I didn't even know he was in the room. I'll get rid of him. Excuse me. Terribly sorry about this. Buttons! Buttons!
We were sailing along on Moonlight Bay. We could hear the voices singing. They seemed to say, "You have stolen my heart. No, don't go away." As we sang love's old sweet song.
This particularly interesting. It's the 57 Centimillion. It has a rather amusing decadence.
Very nice.
Very full-bodied wine.
Yes, I enjoyed that.
Right, shall we go on?
Yeah, certainly.
No, this is the 74. This promises to be one of the really loud statements. Oh dear. No, I'm afraid I think we've gone. Oh no, that's filthy. It's
Definitely not
filthy stuff.
I think it's very nice.
What?
Want to buy a cassette? A video cassette?
Yeah, where is it?
Brown paper bag.
What is it?
Girls. Girls dressed as nuns. Straight up geezers in boots and black leather running round in the woods.
What else?
Goats.
How much?
£100.
Oh, give us it, you
Right.
beauty.
Hello. Have you noticed what they're doing with television these days, with that new toy they've got? Every show you see, they're sliding the pictures in and out, tumbling them all over the place, squeezing and squashing them till you know where you are. Actually, it's a great machine, really. It can do anything you like with a television picture. For instance, I'm sitting here talking to you, And suddenly, I'm in a little box, flying all over the screen like this. Whee! And with the push of another button, I'm upside down. And then I'm stretched out of shape, put back in a box, and sent tumbling into infinity and back again. And then over and over until... Oh, God. I don't want to get out of here. Oh, somebody help me. I'm going to puke.
I'm guess I'll puke, but don't we all? And here's a true story. Would I lie to you? Shut up. A friend of mine had a toothache, but he was afraid of the dentist. No bottle, know what I mean? I says, nothing to it, is there? All you do is this, you go to the dentist, sit in the chair, and when he leans over you with the drill, you grab him by the max walls, look at his eye and say, we're not going to hurt each other, are we?
Jane, me home.
Oh, sweetheart, here's your martini. Here's the paper. Darling, you look so exhausted.
Jane, you don't understand. It's a bloody jungle out there. We interrupt this program to bring you live coverage direct from the moon. As you can see, Apollo 28 has landed successfully just moments ago. But we didn't want to interrupt that last great sketch, so you missed it. But you're still in time to witness space history in the making, friends. Yes, the first woman to set foot on the moon is indeed pretty, perky, 22-year-old Lieutenant Colonel Barbara K. Broomstetter from Boise, Idaho. With Babs on this historic mission is Captain Virgil Splint, commanding his 37th mission. They look pretty good, don't they? As you can see, they're collecting samples of moon dust right now, and later they'll be carrying out other intricate maneuvers so that we can learn more about the atmospheric conditions right here on the moon. They've just disappeared out of camera range at the moment and are presently behind that large moon rock in the middle of your picture. They're probably collecting more samples for future evaluation. And will be coming back into camera range any second now. This really is a historic moment in space history, having both a man and a woman on the moon. Unfortunately, they're both behind that moon rock at the moment, but will, as I say, be back in camera range shortly. By the way, if you're wondering why we're not in radio contact with the astronauts, there's been a malfunction in the audio system, which is being investigated at this time.
That's correct, George. This is Houston Control.
Do you have any idea what they're doing behind the rock?
Not at this present time, George. When we regain the audio link, of course, we should be able to...
Virgil!
What was that, Houston?
We're not quite sure, George. We heard something there. We're checking.
Oh, don't stop! Don't stop!
Was that you, Houston?
No, George. We don't know what that was at this time.
Well, they're still behind that rock, as you can see.
Oh, George, I think we're going to have to leave this at the present time.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, as you can see, we're experiencing some difficulty with the audio system, and we'll be returning later for more coverage of the first woman on the moon as she makes her giant jump for mankind. And now, it's musical guest star time. This week, we've combed the country and brushed the towns, trying to find someone a little different for you. We wanted a musician who'd be so seriously interested in furthering the boundaries of harmonies and virtuosity, so dedicated to his music that he would forego any attempt at gimmickry or commerciality and simply play the classics. But unfortunately, Ringo Starr was not available, so here's Madness.
the morning, bowler hat on head. Walking to the bus stop, he's longing for his bed. Waiting with his neighbours in the rush hour queue. Got to get the first bus, so much for him to do. He's got to hurry, got to get his seat. Can't miss his place, got to rest his feet. 10 more minutes till he gets there, the crossword's nearly done. It's getting so hot these days, not nearly so much fun. His mind wanders through the office, his telephone desk and chair. He's been happy with the company, they've treated him real fair. Think of 7 letters, begin and end in C. Like a big American car but misspelled with a D. I wish this bus to get a move on, driver's taking his time. I just don't know, I'll be late, oh dear, what will the boss say? Pull yourself together now, don't get in a state. Don't you worry, there's no hurry. It's a lovely day, could all be going your way. Take the dog's advice, let up, enjoy your life. Listen to what they say, it's not a game they play. He's caught up in a jam. There's a meeting this morning, it's just his luck, oh damn. His headline's in his pocket for his handkerchief. Pearls of sweat on his collar, his pulse beat seems so brief. Eyes fall on his wristwatch, the seconds pass real slow. Gasping for the hot air, but the chest pain it won't go. Try to ask for help, but can't seem to speak a word. Words are whispered frantically, but don't seem to be heard. What about the wife and kids? They all depend on me. We're so sorry, we told you not to hurry. Now it's just too late, you've got a certain date. We thought we made it clear, we'd almost known our fears. We left it up to you, there's nothing we can do. Don't you worry, there's no hurry. It's a lovely day.
I've tried everything, Geoffrey. I've done everything in my power to try to keep our marriage together. You think more of your job than you do of us as a family. You're never at home. Even when you are, you might as well not be. It's complete disinterest. Still, I'd be willing to try again if only you just saw the world.
A nun just swam past.
What? Oh, that's typical. Here I am, pouring my heart out to you, trying to save our marriage, and all you do is sit there making stupid jokes.
I'm trying to tell you, a nun just swam by with a beard.
Geoffrey, I hope we're adults. We've been married for 8 years, we have 2 children, we're trying to save our marriage. Doesn't it mean anything to you that I want to be with you, but I just can't be with a man who doesn't care?
She's doing it again. Look, she was waving. There.
Geoffrey, that's it. I've had it just about up to here. You can do what you like. You can spend the rest of your life at the office or at football matches or on the bloody golf course, or you can sit here watching nuns swimming by. I just refuse to stay with a man who won't care. There is a nun. You do care. Oh, Geoffrey. Go, darling. Oh.
We are children of the world, watching every day go by.
Changes my life, changes your life.
Keeps us all anticipating. We are searchers of the truth. Every man's a boy deep down.
Gotta say it how you mean it.
Yes, you've guessed it. It's the world-famous Bee Gees, who have sold more records than any other group called the Bee Gees in the entire history of the world. And as you know, the boys very seldom give interviews. But they're here tonight to answer all the in-depth questions that you at home don't give a damn about. Well, guys, you're in the middle of a world tour and have just finished sell-out concerts here in London. Why is it, do you think, that millions of people love your music?
'Cause we're living in a world of fools.
I see. Some people have implied that your high voices, coupled with the long hair, shirt open to the navel, revealing hairy chest and medallion look, suggest that you're somewhat less than masculine, and that you...
Look the other way!
Exactly. What do you say to that? I see. So you poo-poo the less than masculine slur, do you, Barry?
Well, you can't tell by the way I use my walk. I'm a woman's man.
Yes, well, let's talk about those famous BG teeth now. How would you describe them?
Massachusetts.
I see. Massachusetts. It's a joke.
It's a tragedy.
Well, I agree.
Got to understand.
I did, but let's face it, it's a very dull joke.
We can make it shine.
Okay, I'll give you one more chance. Tell the joke again.
Massachusetts.
No, it doesn't work. Forget it. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been talking to the Bee Gees. Great, didn't they?
Oh, Michael, you know you couldn't even if you got the chance. Anyway, stop changing the subject, you naughty boy. Let's talk about my new film. It's called The Armada Massacres, and I play Queen Elizabeth. Not this one, the one before. You know, the one they called the Virgin Queen. But we won't go into that. There's a scene where Sir Francis Raleigh comes back from America, and he says he's got a new thing, and he takes it out and lights it up right in front of me. I've never seen one on fire before. Imagine that, a cigarette. I think you call them fags over here. Anyway, the big scene is with Sir Walter Drake, the sailor. He's rolling his bowls on Plymouth Hoe, whoever she is. Suddenly, the Spanish fleet is sighted. I think it's something to do with his divorce. Anyway, I gallop up on this white horse, and all my clothes fall off, like Lady Godiva. By the way, she's in the film as well. I play both parts. And believe me, side saddle is best. I'm telling you the plot. But believe me, it's all done in the best possible time.
Do you mind? This is an internal call.
And now, mighty Everett Musers present The Man Who Loved the Telephone.
Not you. I love it. Marry me. That's all. What? Here. Oh, hang on a moment. Hello? Hi. I love it. Yes, sir. Excuse me. Yes?
With this ring.
With this ring.
Excuse me.
Hello? I won't keep you a moment. Hello?
I had to interrupt and stop this conversation.
You're not leaving the room, are you? We're not finished yet. Look at the dust on your TV controls. You really must try harder. And now, this.
I'm canvassing votes on behalf of the SDP.
Ma chérie, je t'aime. Vite, vite, vite.
Yes, these video machines are really in demand now. They give you so much control over the picture. For instance, you can fast forward the action to any point you like.
Will you stop playing with that bloody thing? Because I'm trying to make love to this bosomy person.
Or you can rewind.
Hello, my little fast forwards, you naughty button pushers. It is me, the lovely Marcel. You know, I was just thinking to myself the other night how much a woman is like a continent. From 17 to 25, a woman is like Africa, virginal and partly explored. From 25 to 35, she's like America, exciting and welcoming. From 35 to 45, she's like Asia, dark and mysterious. From 45 to 55, she's like Europe, confused but interesting in places. And from 55 on, she's like Australia. Everyone knows where it is, but no one wants to go there.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Well, that's the end of the show. And what a great show it was. I was just saying to my producer a minute ago, coo. He loved it. It's not easy to please someone with nappy rash. But enough of this socko material. It's time to be serious for a moment. You know, it's so lovely of you to watch this show because you are what we live for. You are the audience. We direct the show to you because we want you to have it. And I hope that you want it because you are it. We are nothing. We love you. They'll never swallow that.